Hello everyone, welcome to this video lecture on the subject electronic circuits. So in this lecture we are going to discuss about PN junction diode operation. So what is PN junction diode? So this is fundamental semiconductor device which is widely used in electronic circuits like rectifiers and voltage regulators and also high frequency diodes. So like this PN junction diode has various applications. So basically it is a junction between a p-type and n-type semiconductor material. So we know about the semiconductor materials where by using doping method we create p-type and n-type semiconductor. So in this we have two terminals like anode and cathode. The symbol is shown in this diagram where p-type is the anode and n-type is the cathode. So PN junction diode basically operates in the forward biased. So how PN junction diode is constructed? The P-type material has an excess of positively charged holes. So in this diagram we can see the P-type material where we have excess of positively charged holes. It is mentioned in the diagram, and also negative acceptor ions, and also in N-type material there are free electrons. So excessive free electrons which are negatively charged carriers, and also positive donor ions. So this is the construction of PN junction diode. And depletion region formation. So when these two materials, p-type and n-type materials, are brought together, electrons from the n-type material diffuse into the p-type material. So we can see the diagram where majority carriers are electrons in the n-type and majority carriers are holes in the p-type. So the electrons from diffusion takes place. So electrons from n-type goes into the p-type material. So what happens here, there is a region called as the depletion region. It means there is a depletion of charge carriers. So it is formed in between the n-type and p-type semiconductor. So what is meant by depletion region? So depletion region creates an electric field. Internally it creates an electric field. It acts as a potential barrier. So this electric field opposes the diffusion of any further charge carriers across the junction. So it creates the potential barrier. So it acts like a one-way valve for the flow of electric current. So in this diagram we can see the formation of a depletion region. So there is an internal electric field which acts as a barrier potential. So for example 0.7 volt. So we have to give a voltage of more than the barrier potential to break this depletion region and to cause the current to flow. So first of all, PN junction operates in two modes. First one is the forward bias. So what is meant by a forward bias? So during the forward biasing of a diode, we connect the positive polarity of a battery to the p-type junction and negative polarity of the battery to the n-type junction. So we can see in this diagram, so p-type region is connected to positive of battery and n-type region connected to negative. So in this case forward bias voltage is applied to the diode so that potential barrier is reduced. So electrons can flow from the n-type material to the p-type material, so which results in the forward current. So PN junction acts as a unidirectional diode. So it is the current flows from uh, anode to cathode. So this current is called as the forward current. And in reverse bias condition, so PN junction in reverse bias. So in contrast, when a reverse bias is applied, a potential barrier is increased. So in this diagram we can see the p-type material is connected to the, that is anode is connected to the negative of the battery and cathode is connected to the positive of the battery. So when the reverse bias is applied, the potential barrier is increased. So This causes the flow of electrons across the junction is highly inhibited. So it results in a very small reverse current. So the behavior of a PN junction diode is characterized by its current voltage curve. So the characteristics is shown in this, where forward voltage at 0.7 voltage we get the maximum forward current, and also in reverse bias at the breakdown voltage we get the minus 50 volt. And applications of PN junction diode, so it is used in rectifiers, voltage regulator and signal detectors at high frequencies. These are the assessment question. So first one, PN junction is a diode is a fundamental of semiconductor device, and depletion regions creates an electric field that opposes the diffusion of any further charge carriers. And when forward bias voltage is applied to the diode, the potential barrier is reduced. So the electrons can flow from the N-type material to P-type material, resulting in the forward current. Thank you for listening.